They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll go to the ground. Thrust that arm out. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Turning it on. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Softened him up with a run, and now the throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. And the Noles send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, it becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Bringing the heat. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you use it.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the...
Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll just try to forget about that disastrous running play on first down, 2nd and long coming up. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Catch in the middle, it's Blackwell. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the first down and more. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. He's at the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll bring it out. It's Webster. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being breaks into the open. Boom. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Caught near the sticks, it's Robinson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Setting up the screen. Jukes his way for more. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on second down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is third and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult third and long situation.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
The screen, and watch out. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football, but it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
To the air. It's Sellers. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, you see those tight ends catch the football. You're coming up and try to get on the ground as fast as they can. They're such big athletes, though. You gotta pick your poison. A lot of times you try to go low, and they hurdle you or put that hand down. Nice job by the tight end breaking a tackle and getting some extra yards.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six, so nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Converts on fourth down, still going. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Harvard. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. He'll keep it himself. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
South Carolina, 14, Florida State, 0.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll leave it with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
South Carolina, 14, Florida State, 0.
The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Makes it past the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, South Carolina. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. grabbed in the middle. It's Blackwell. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Running back searching for a hole. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go right back to him. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe.
Turning it on! Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. Wide open. He makes the catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now from inside the red zone. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Gamecocks! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Blackwell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the tailback. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs.
Satellite. 414 satellite.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Throwing right. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the quarterback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting it.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right, fires toward the end zone. Touchdown Gamecocks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything... change. They're up by 17 over Arizona. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Oh, he's got some space. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got him downfield. Sees him in open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. He'll take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.